Hi, I'm DelusionDispeller, and I'm going to talk to you more about these narcissistic people that stomp on your heart. Narcissists play on your empathy. If you happen to be a kind, compassionate person, they may say, if you cared about me, you would help me. You would believe I could be helped and changed, and that there's hope for me if you really loved me. And this might make you feel sorry for them. And you might believe that you're not being fair to them by not letting them keep coming in and doing what they do to you. But it will be to your detriment if you keep taking them back, as they will continue tormenting you as in the past. Now, for a while, things might seem like, oh, well, I think he's mended his ways. I think she's changed. But trust me, it's the calm before the storm, as they say. Narcissists might agree to go to therapy, but once they are there, they will gain allegiance with your therapist and then gang up on you. They might dodge the therapist's questions, claiming that they don't know anything about them. They'll claim that if she, meaning you, would just do what they tell you to do, they wouldn't have to do what they do to you. Now, a savvy therapist will recognize these words as projection and as blame shifting. If only she would do what I tell her to do, I wouldn't have to yell and scream. I wouldn't have to grab her by the hair. I wouldn't have to take away her phone. I lived this with my ex-husband in therapy. This is exactly how he responded to the therapist. Now, thankfully, by this time, our fourth therapist, or our fourth counselor, if you will, caught on that he was a narcissist and told me that he was privately. She watched how he did the projection thing. If she would just make the kids mind me, I wouldn't have to be so harsh with the discipline. If she would just do the dishes the way I want them done, I wouldn't have to make her keep doing them over and over again. It's abuse. There's no other way around it. Nobody has the right to treat you that way. Okay. So therapy and a narcissist, yeah, probably not going to fix things a whole lot, if at all. In my case, my therapist knew about narcissistic personality disorder because at the same time I was going through it with my ex-husband, she had a son that was a narcissist. And she told me later on that if it was her, she would not stay with him, and that if I did stay with him, plan on having no identity, never seeing any of my goals or hopes or dreams coming to pass at all, because it would always be all about him and me serving him. This person's promised to change his ways. Even if I began to see him change, it was very short term, and the punishments came right back to me again. The hardest punishments being him turning my children against me. That was the hardest thing. Now, narcissists, especially when you split up with them, will engage in something called a smear campaign. And they sometimes do this while you are still in the relationship. If you don't know what a smear campaign is, it involves bad-mouthing you to your friends, your family, sometimes to the public through media, calling you a fake, taking you to court, waging false allegations against you. Anita told me that she had considered taking me to court and getting back every gift that she had ever given me. But since she loved me, she didn't do it, and wasn't I grateful that she thought twice before doing that. Of course, at the time, that made me profusely thankful to her for being so gracious and merciful to me. But the truth is, she had nothing to get me on. She was the abuser, not me. Okay. I'm going to end this here, even though it's only a 4-minute video, because the next one is a pretty important video. Stay tuned for the final goodbye. Thank you.